Hello, this is Dennis from Dennis Kaczarski Photography, and today I'd like to talk a little bit about sound and your videos. One of the things that really makes video so special, apart from the fact that there's movement that can convey a person's mannerisms and things which otherwise wouldn't be able to be captured, is of course sound. And I think a lot of folks, when they go to buy a camcorder or to take movies or whatever, they don't really think about sound. They're always interested in how many megapixels am I going to get with the video, or you know, how crisp is it going to be, or what is it, high def, and trust me, those things do matter. You know, a 1080p video versus a standard definition video is a huge difference, and you can't even compare the two. But that being the case, you have to also remember that 50% of your video is sound. Now with the old tape movie camcorders, when the microphone was attached to the camcorder itself, a lot of times the tape mechanism would be picked up on the microphone, and you would hear it, and it would be this kind of low sounding motor noise that was really distracting, and it really degraded the quality of the video. Now it's kind of interesting because when the first camcorders came out, after we got past the ones that were the cameras separate from the VCR, but the ones where it was actually one unit, those big heavy VHS camcorders that would go on your shoulder, those actually had really good sound because they had the microphone a lot of times extending from the camcorder body sitting out, so it wouldn't pick up the tape sound as easy. But as they made camcorders that got a little bit smaller, the microphones got closer to the tape mechanism and the sound would be picked up. Now with some of the newer camcorders that use a flash drive system, those ones don't have a tape mechanism in them for recording, so there's no tape noise to be picked up. A lot of times now with the solid state hard drives and the flash drives, you won't have that. But on some of the other camcorders, the ones like the Super 8, or if you have HDV, or if you have just a standard definition camcorder that uses mini DV tapes, there's always the chance that the sound will be picked up. Now one easy way to remedy this is to get a shotgun mic, which it just attaches to the hot shoe of your camcorder, and it sticks out, and it'll pick up the sound that's in front of the camcorder, and it'll block out some of the sound that's coming from different directions. That's what I use. In my high definition camcorder, it's HDV, which uses a mini DV tape system. So if I don't use a shotgun mic, you can definitely hear the tape mechanism sound, and it doesn't sound very good. But I would recommend a shotgun mic for every camcorder user, because even if you don't have the tape mechanism sound, it's still going to be a huge difference if you use a larger external mic attached to your camcorder. And being able to hear what people are saying makes a huge difference in having quality video. It can be really distracting when you have a video and you can't understand what's being said. That's one of the other reasons why cell phone video or an iPhone video, one of the weaknesses of it is the little microphone system that they have are really poor, and so the sound can be tinny sounding, and it just doesn't sound very good. Now with the newer camcorders, some of them even record in 5.1 channel stereo surround sound, which is really cool, and the quality can be really amazing. But again, for like 50-60 bucks, you can get an Asden mic on Amazon.com that takes a little battery that goes in, and it hooks into the hot shoe of your camcorder, and it'll really pick up the sounds, especially when the microphone is aimed at whoever is talking. It'll pick up the sound and make a huge difference. I always recommend if your camcorder has the ability to accept external mics, and especially if it has the mini stereo jack on the side, always use that, because you will be really happy with the quality. Even folks that shoot with DSLRs, Nikon actually makes a new microphone that will attach to your DSLR and plug into the microphone jack, and so you can get better sound quality. A lot of these mics are stereo, so it's going to be a big improvement over mono sounding recording that you would get as well. Other options in mics, if you really want to, if you're doing an interview or something and you really want to have good sound, another choice would be to get a handheld microphone that you can hold and have the person just hold the microphone in their hand and talk right into it. That usually produces absolutely phenomenal quality. If you have you can spend about $70 for a really high mic quality microphone at Radio Shack, or even get one online that will really have the best sounding quality that'll make your videos really, really stand out. One thing that made me appreciate the quality of sound more is when you watch old home videos of folks that originally had the Super 8 films or the 8mm films. Those were silent generally, and it's such a wonder to be able to see my grandparents and my mom when she was a baby, and all of these videos, to see their mannerisms and reactions and to see everything in motion. But if there was sound there, oh, it would have been so amazing, because it's like being transported back in time. Recently I found some old audio recordings that I had made of my brother and I when I was like 5 and he was like 1 year old. And just to hear our voices, and it's amazing how sound recordings can take you back in a really amazing way. It has a real presence to it, I think, that is hard to beat. And I think that's why the marriage of sound, motion, and vision with video can be so amazing. And if you can improve that in your own video, I think it can really help you take that next step to having better sounding video, and video that really is something you'll want to watch later and enjoy sharing with your children and grandchildren.